Hi, everybody. Joe Hernandez here again with the JFH Realty Group by Keller Williams. As you know, I work really, really hard taking care of my clients to buy and sell homes. I've been doing this for the past 18 years. And thanks again for giving me your trust. But now, I do want to help you protect what you've worked so hard for. And I'm here with my business coach, Tim Yates, founder of Legal Docs for Less in the 10 Group. So Tim is an expert in real estate planning, and we're going to talk about to you today about revocable living trust. Hi, Tim. Welcome.
Hey, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here, my friend.
So Tim, why don't we start with this? Why is an estate plan important for my clients?
Well, Joe, first, it helps your clients avoid probate, which is really the number one thing. It also helps them reduce estate taxes. It helps them avoid a mess after death. You know, unfortunately, last time I checked, the mortality rate here in the United States is still 100%, my friend. So it also protects their beneficiaries, and ultimately, it really protects their assets.
Thank you for that explanation. That was an excellent summary. So is it okay if I ask you the most common questions people have when it comes to estate planning?
Yes, please do, my friend.
Okay, Tim. So we all hear about people preparing a will. Is that the same as a trust?
You know, it's actually the number one question I get. You know, I usually hear, Tim, do I need a trust or do I need a will? And the answer is you actually need both, especially here in the state of California. So because of this, I'm always making sure that I'm preparing a what we call a pour over will within the revocable living trust to provide maximum protection for you and your clients.
Gotcha. And now you mentioned revocable trust. Is there another type of trust?
Yes, it's called an irrevocable trust. However, I don't really prepare those. It's really irrevocable trusts are really for the super wealthy. For the rest of us 99 percenters, a revocable trust is what you'll need.
Yeah, for me, right? The rest of us.
That's
So
all of us.
yeah, right. So what does a revocable living trust mean?
So it really means it's revocable. It means you can change it, and it's a living, breathing document. So it's not something once I put a trust together for you. It's not like it's ironclad. You could call me a few weeks later, a few days later, a few years later, and ask to make some changes to it.
Okay. So you said that was going to actually be my next question. So there's changes. So once you create the trust, can someone change it? Can they make changes to it anytime?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why it's called a revocable living trust. So let me give you some examples of the most common changes that occur. Let's say I prepare your living trust, you know, for you and your family today, and it's, you know, we get it notarized. We record your primary residence. We put your primary residence in the trust. Everything's done, and then let's say in 3 months' time you end up buying an investment property. At that point, you would want to contact me. We would want to make sure that we put that investment property as well into the trust. So anytime you're, you know, buying and
Okay.
selling real estate, you're going to want to do that. Another change could be something as simple as, you know, you might want to change the percentage to the beneficiaries. So you might have somebody that says, I was given 30% to this person. I want that to now be 20% and so on. So those are just some examples of the changes that usually occur.
Okay, very cool. Thank you for that explanation. So do most people who own real estate, do they all put their property into a trust?
You know, it's interesting. You know, if you had asked me that question a few years ago, I would have said yes. But the reality of it is a lot of people don't. And I think they just don't understand the process. They're not educated on it. That's why we're here, obviously, because I mean, literally, Joe, for a few $100s, it makes perfect sense to have your property protected in a trust to avoid probate. And it's an unfortunate thing if your property does go into probate. It's very stressful for the family. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
So again, we want to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Okay, so you mentioned a little bit about price, and I guess that's the one of the most important questions to follow up. Uh, how much does it cost to get a living trust?
So great question. So here in San Diego County, you know, we'll see price ranging, you know, working with an estate planning attorney, you'll see anywhere from $1,200 up to $3,500. However, you know, as you're a coach and as you're a partner in this, we want to make sure that your clients are well taken care of. So what we're going to do is we're going to be able to offer complete revocable living trusts specifically for you and your clients for just $750 for a married couple
Cool.
or $500 for a single person. And we think that's a tremendous value.
Yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions about all this, thinking that it's mega expensive. This is super affordable, definitely amazing. So what is included in the price?
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple things. So what we include in the trust is we include your pour over will, your healthcare directives, power of attorney, and we also put your home into the trust. If you have additional properties, let's say here in San Diego, some investment properties, we'll also help you put those into the trust, and those would only be roughly about $25 per property to just get those recorded into your trust. The other thing too is I'm going to kind of jump ahead because one of the questions that I often get, and it just reminded me, is, can people actually prepare their own, living trusts?
Yeah.
We live in a do-it-yourself world where people can, learn how to do things. You can just Google it and those kind of things. So the answer is people, yes, can do their own living trusts. As a matter of fact, for years, I used to send people to a website called LegalZoom. You
Yep,
may have used it,
about it.
Joe. I know I have, family have. And it's a great tool because it really helps people save costs. The only issue with it, though, is that it requires you to do the work yourself.
Right.
And I know for me, trust me, it's one thing to try to put a desk together. It's another thing to actually put legal documents together. You check the wrong box, those kind of things can be devastating. So our whole message is this is, for a few $100s, why not hire a trained professional to do it for you? It's not only just making sure it's done right, it's the time. A lot of people end up calling me up after they try to do it themselves and say, Tim, I spent days working on this. I think I screwed up. I don't know which box I checked. Can you review it for me? Ultimately, they end up paying more money to have me do that when they should have just came to me in the first place, but it done right the first time, and they would have been, off and running. So yeah, I definitely recommend having a professional help them with it.
How long does it take to get done? Does it take
So,
weeks, months, years?
well,
I mean, how long does it take?
if a lot of people, if you do it yourself, it could take a long time. It could take weeks, months, or even years in some cases. But for us, if you hire us to do it for you, we're talking 7 to 10 days, and it's done.
Wow, that's really fast. That's really
Yes,
fast.
yes.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
I was just going to say, and the reason why, we really streamlined the process. We made it really easy and straightforward. So anytime, your clients need, help with this stuff, is again, we're able to really get it done quickly, efficiently for them, at obviously at a very reduced cost, which is a win-win for everybody.
Right on. Very cool. Now, do people need to own property or have a lot of money in the bank to be able to get a trust done?
That's another question I get. I think a lot of people think that estate planning is only for the wealthy. People will say, Tim, do I really need a trust? I don't own a property. I don't have any, anything. And I said, well, you
Right.
obviously have some things. I mean, do you have a retirement account, an IRA, bank account, savings accounts, everything that you've accumulated? We want to make sure that we fund your trust and move those things into the trust. So, and to me, a lot of times what happens too, Joe, is I worked with someone not that long ago where they didn't own a property at the time. And they ended up, about a year later, calling me up saying they finally bought a property and they wanted me to help them put it in the trust. And we did that for them. So again, you don't need to own real estate to
Cool.
have a trust. It's making sure that you and your family are protected.
Good. Tim, I know this is a short video, a ton of explanation, but really, really informative. Thank you so much. I've learned so much about this. And so what would be the next step for my clients? Could they take advantage of this opportunity now, or do they have to wait, or do they have to call you directly for a consultation? And what would the next step be?
Here's the thing I tell people. I mean, none of us know how much time we have left on this earth, and so a lot of people it's not something that you should wait on,
Right.
God forbid something happens, you want to make sure your family is protected. So I urge people to move quickly on this because we can do it very efficiently and very, quickly for them. So to me, the process would be this, is if someone expresses interest in learning more about this, Joe, you can just do an email introduction between me and that client. And then I'll
Okay.
set up a free 30-minute consultation with them. I'll answer any questions they have. I'll even help them fill out the questionnaire to get the process started. So yeah, so it would just be an introduction between us, and I'd be more than happy to take good care of your clients.
Tim, thank you so much, buddy. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, create an informational video for my clients. I get this question asked a lot. And now that you and I are in a partnership, it puts us in a really good position to be able to help our clients become more educated on the subject. So thank you so much. Maybe next time we can discuss putting investment properties into an LLC, and then the updated laws regarding HOA, room rental, so on and so forth, which is really popular here in the South Bay. What do you think?
Hey, I look forward to it, my friend. It's an honor to be in business with you, and look forward to taking great care of your wonderful clients. And I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. And everybody, this is the first of many more videos to come. We're excited to bring them to you finally after so many years, but I hope that you find them very, very valuable. And yeah, well, I'm here for you if you need me. Again, Joe Hernandez here with JFH Realty by Keller Williams, along with Tim Yates. Thank you so much again, and we'll talk to you soon.